Hi, Kevin here. Well, today I'd like to show you how to make a moist and delicious chocolate olive oil cake. And the first thing you need to do is preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Then grab either an 8 or 9 inch cake pan, or even better, a 9-inch springform pan, and line it with a cutout round of parchment paper. Then you can brush the paper and the sides of the pan with olive oil, or if you're being cheap like me, you can just spray it, the paper and the sides of the pan, with non-stick vegetable spray, or even with olive oil spray. Okay, let me grab my bowl and we can make the cake batter. This is one of those recipes that requires only a large mixing bowl, a whisk, a spatula, and the cake pan. So it's very easy to do. And into the mixing bowl, add 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. That's about 65 grams of cocoa powder. Then add 1 cup or 200 grams of regular granulated sugar. I'm going to move the camera this way so you can see a little better. And a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Yeah, I'm going to move you in a little closer. So now give everything a nice whisk. Try to break up any little clumps of the cocoa powder. Just don't go nuts here. Just break up the bits as best as you can. And then let me clear the decks. And show you the remaining ingredients. 3/4 of a cup of good quality extra virgin olive oil. In it goes. 3 large eggs. 1 egg yolk from a large egg. 1 teaspoon of good quality pure vanilla extract. I'm so old I don't have to measure. And we're going to break up the yolks with the whisk and then just beat all of these ingredients together. Stir clockwise, stir counterclockwise. Let's get everything mixed really well. Yeah, you don't need any electric equipment here. No electric beaters, that's for sure. Okay, then I'm going to add some coffee. Hang on. A 1/2 cup of brewed coffee. Where's my 1/2 cup mark? Did I make it? Yep. And then I'm going to boil this in the microwave. It's got to be boiling hot. Hang on. Oops, I forgot to add the flour. That comes just before the coffee. A 1/2 cup or 64 grams of regular all-purpose flour. You want to just stir this in with a spatula. And you don't want to mix, that's my microwave telling me the coffee is ready. And you don't want to over-mix here. Just work in the flour until the flour disappears into the batter. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I'm tempted to just drink this without baking it. It smells terrific too because of the vanilla and the chocolate. Now the coffee. Here's the coffee, which did come to a boil. And the reason you want the coffee hot is because the heat from the liquid is going to activate the baking powder and the baking soda. And then I'm going to whisk this in. Just want the coffee to be thoroughly incorporated into the other ingredients. Oh, this looks shiny and wonderful. Okay, we are good to go. So here's my cake pan. I have my spatula ready, and in goes the batter. Use the spatula to scrape all of the batter into the pan. And then this is going into the preheated 325-degree oven until a skewer inserted in the center of the cake comes out mostly clean. That's going to take 30 to 35 minutes, so we'll come back. Ooh, why am I so close? There. Now, I forgot to tell you that the reason I added coffee instead of just plain water is because coffee really enhances the chocolate flavor in the cake. Okay? So I'll see you when the cake is done. And here's the cake, all puffed with pride. And it's the eggs and the baking powder and the hot coffee that makes the cake rise like this. So I'm going to let it cool on a wire rack for 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll unmold it onto a plate, and then, ooh, too close, and then we can have a taste. All right, the cake has been cooling for 10 or 15 minutes, so now I'm going to run a plastic knife around the edge. And then unclasp the clasp. And now to unmold this sucker. So wish me luck, folks. Okay, one plate on top. And then invert. Pull off the bottom of the springform pan. Peel off the parchment, and then I want to invert this onto another plate. Hang on, I want to get a plate that doesn't have chocolate stuck to it. Yeah, I probably should have waited a little longer before unmolding, but I'm in a hurry. So now I'm going to try to center this plate as best as I can, and then flip. Voila! Ooh, it looks beautiful. Okay, I'm going to let this cool to room temperature, and then we can have a taste of it. All right, this cake slices really easily with just a pastry or pizza cutter. Very moist, and it certainly smells delicious. So here's a slice for you, and of course I have a slice for me as well, and then I have some softly whipped cream over here. I use my immersion blender to whip the cream. Maybe a little more cream for you. I hope that's all right. Have a look. And now a taste. Oh yeah. The coffee really enhances the flavor of the chocolate, but what really makes this cake special is the olive oil. It just gives the cake a unique texture and a unique moistness. Now, I hope I don't have to beg you to try this cake. As you've just seen, it's super easy to make. All you need is a bowl, a whisk, a spatula, and a cake pan. And please post a comment below. I love reading all of your comments. And please make this cake, okay? I'll post the list of ingredients in the description box below. And what else did I want to say? Oh yes, please subscribe and please tap the little bell icon to receive notifications. I have a million recipes that I'd like to make for you. So thanks so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.